Alrighty, here's part 2 of the Ottawa Eat segment that we filmed earlier today.
Short. Yeah, we're back.
Okay.
You can make it short if you want. Okay. Don't try and.
We won't rush it.
Yeah, I won't.
Or don't,
Everything's
try and-
cooked for this one, except for the vegetables. So as long as it takes the veg to cook in the water. Alright.
Okay. Ready when you are.
All right. Okay. Dish number 3 on Ottawa Eats, Restaurant 18, and you're going to put me to work again here, but what are we making for dish number 3?
We're going to do a new menu item that won't be appearing until next week, actually. We're doing a butter poached lobster with a squash aerated soup and a little bit of seasonal vegetables.
Okay. Sounds complicated.
It's very simple.
Oh, okay, good. Because it was complicated, we're just going to cut this part of the show. Okay, so what do we do first?
So I'm going to get you to cut up those vegetables. We have some lovely purple and orange carrots and some Valentine radish there. You cut those up however you like. I am not picky at all. While you're doing
Thank
that,
God. Maybe you were big, you're on there, bud.
while he's doing that, I'm just going to blanch some of these English peas here straight into a big pot of boiling salted water. And we're going to take our lobster. Now on the stove, what I have warming up here is a little bit of a beurre monté. So this is butter, a little bit of lemon juice, and some white wine. Now this is fairly warm. Our lobster's already been a little bit pre-blanched, so we're just going to put it in this bath to kind of warm up. It's going to give it a nice buttery kind of finish to it. So all the little lobster pieces go in there to get real happy. We're just going to kind of let them chill out there for a second.
I never tell you how much I hate cutting carrots.
Oh, but look at the beautiful cuts, huh? That's just lovely.
I'm not kidding, I almost cut my thumb off last year. I can't feel part of it anymore. If I hurt myself, I blame you. You don't have insurance.
Oh, of course. All right, so we're going to take these lovely vegetables here.
Is a big part of this the color for you guys? Or is it because, I mean, the taste of these carrots is what, probably similar to a regular carrot?
Well, not so much that you buy at the store. Yeah, this is an heirloom breed of carrot. So this is going to taste more, if I can say, carroty than your normal grocery store
Whatever
carrot.
you want, actually. Yeah.
This should have a little bit more of a true carrot flavor. It should be
Sweeter.
It is sweeter. It should taste more like a carrot. Whereas a lot of times store-bought carrots just taste a little bit watered down, and that carrot flavor isn't very pronounced.
Okay.
And then yes, the color, because
Okay.
you do eat with your eyes a little bit. So.
Yes, you do.
And then we're going to take your lovely veg. They're going to join the peas that are already in the water there. And then if you could just pass me that squash sauce that I have going on over there. And now how that came into being was that started off with something that looks a little bit like this.
Right.
Okay. Now what we've done with this is we've peeled it, cut it into chunks, and then we've simmered it off in just a little bit of heavy cream. We'd take that and we put it in a very high-speed blender. Make a super smooth puree.
I'm going to be honest, squash is one of those vegetables that I never know what to do with, and I never buy them because of
Well, here
exactly
you
for
go.
that reason. Yeah. I don't know how to cook it, I don't know what to do with it, it's it's an ornament.
Oh, well, hopefully this will enlighten you in the ways of squash. So as those vegetables are almost done, we're going to go right in with a little bit of green kale. This is one of the, I think, unsung heroes of the fall vegetable. This stuff will actually grow through about 3 feet of snow. Super hardy. You can see farmers out there in December and January cutting down green kale plants.
This will still grow after it snows.
And it only gets better, it only gets sweeter, which is the funny part. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I found that it grows like a weed in the garden. It really does, because it's easier to grow than lettuce. It's more heat tolerant, and it doesn't mind being in the shade either.
well, it's a very versatile, very hardy vegetable. So it lends itself very well to winter cooking. So quick blanch on all those vegetables, all the beautiful colors we got going on there, and into a bowl. In this bowl, I just have a little bit of a herb butter. What we're going to do is we're going to season this up with a little bit of salt. Just give it a little bit of a toss. There we go. And again, that's where your colors come into play. Runaway pea. And then we have our lobster that we just poached off with a little bit of this lovely beurre monté.
Wow.
So you can see all that butter just clinging to the lobster for dear life. It's going to give it such a lovely richness. And then, so the first thing that's going to go down on this plate is our aerated soup. Now, like I said, we made a very thick puree
Mhm.
out of the squash, and we've added a little bit of cream to that. Now we're going to put that down. Now I haven't tested this either, so if this blows up in my face, either literally or figuratively,
We'll send it in for funny stuff. It'll be great.
There we go. Oh no, it's gonna play. There we go. And on top of that, we're gonna get some of our lovely vegetables here that we blanched off.
Very nice.
Take care not to dirty the plate. So on the base, we have our aerated soup. On top of that, we have our lovely vegetables we just blanched off. And then the coup de grace, the final touch on the plate, will be our lobster tail that we've poached off in butter. Now what we've crusted that with is we've taken a little bit of rice, boiled it off, we've dehydrated it. And then what we've done is we've pulverized that and added a little bit of herbs to it, some fresh herbs, some chives, some shinjuku, a little bit of fresh tarragon. And that's gonna sit right on top of this mixture. And that's our butter poached lobster dish.
Wow. Squash, some beautiful vegetables, and then this beautiful lobster. Wow, that's an amazing looking dish. There you go. Restaurant 18. Beautiful sights and smells, which you can't enjoy right now, unfortunately. We're working on it with our Kickstarter campaign. And we're going to try the taste in just a second here on Ottawa Eats.
Smell-O-Vision 2017.
Yeah, it's coming. Primary investor, right?
Of course.
At least $20. That's beautiful. Wonderful. Excellent color. That's always what blows me away whenever we go into a kitchen. There's just so many combinations.
Color.
Yeah. Yeah. And people that get it and do it well, it's wow. You know?
that soup turned out actually really well.
Oh yeah, it tastes great. Yeah.
How long did you make that soup, like on the stove here? Are you doing that here, or are you doing it? How are you doing it?
Yeah, so basically we make the soup to the consistency of the soup, and then we put it in this, which a lot of people know is like a whipped cream canister.
Yeah.
We charge it with nitrous oxide, and then it hangs out in this water bath all like for the duration of service.
Okay.
So it's sanitized within the bottle,
Right.
and because we don't open it or close it, and it stays within that bath for 52 degrees, it's not contaminated with anything.
Okay.
So it just hangs out there, and as we need it, we disperse it onto the plate.
Wow.
And then at the end of the night, this just goes in the fridge, and then the next day we pull it out and close that. So we need about 2 days to charge every container.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was actually thinking about growing these this year.
the radishes?
Yeah. Because the regular ones, what happens a lot with the smaller ones
Yeah.
is that if the soil is even just a little bit too wet, it invites an invasive species that comes in and just eats away. So you got to be really careful with
The one thing I learned about those radishes too, specifically for some reason, the bigger ones are actually
Yeah.
like a lot of times you
Yeah.
think the smaller vegetables
Yeah.
are sweeter and more tender,
It's-
but
yeah.
those radishes, the bigger ones are actually have better flavor and are more tender.
Yeah. My battle at my house is that I have so much shade, so I got to figure out exactly where
yeah.
to place stuff.
It'll work well.
Yeah.
As long as it's not dry, they're more
Yeah.
better in the fall.
Oh, yeah.
Much
I've
less
heard that
work.
you're never supposed to plant radishes in the summer.
Yeah, stay away from the summer because if you get hard rain and then hard heat,
Yeah.
they just get really, really big